Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr. Di is battling for Rocky's life. The explosion of the alien spaceship has injured his chest badly, and unless Di can do what is needed, he'll die. But when all is done, the streak suddenly tosses violently as if caught in some powerful, turbulent force. Mitch races to the control deck, expecting to find them plummeting through the atmosphere of some unexpected planet. But all around is empty space. Mystified, Mitch hurries back to Di to discuss an unexpected discovery.
Yeah, I don't like it, Di. Something screwy about it. All the clocks have stopped.
Stopped?
Yeah.
Oh, it must have been the jar when the streak hit that force.
Yeah, could be, but my wristwatch has stopped, too.
You may have knocked it, Mitch.
Will you check yours, huh? Will you?
Oh, yes, you can reset all the clocks from my... Hey.
Well?
It stopped, too.
Well, it doesn't make sense.
Well, the streak did toss violently.
Oh, look, honey, it's too much of a coincidence that everything stopped. No, I don't think that's the reason. How did Rocky come through it?
Well, I think the last transfusion helped him a great deal.
Oh, it had me really worried. Streak going on like that and him lying there needing quiet. What's his pulse now?
It's much stronger. His breathing's easier, too.
Hey, look, he's a better color, too.
Yes.
Oh, he come through okay, Di.
If the operation I performed was good enough.
Of course it was. You want to watch here by him?
I'd better. You go back to the bridge if you want to, Mitch.
Oh, there's no need. There's nothing ahead for a couple of million miles. I sure wish I knew what gave us that bump.
You're certain there was nothing?
Look, chicken, I looked back, and all I saw was empty space. I gotta reset the clocks. Put mine on a few minutes to make up for lost time, and giggling grasshoppers, it's still not going.
It must be damaged inside.
Yeah, I suppose it... No, that's not it. When I shake it, it ticks all right. It just won't go, that's all. I better take that astro fix, get out bearings before anything else happens. Di, how's Rocky?
The same.
There's no sign of him coming around.
No.
Any worse?
No.
Well, at least that's something.
Did you get your fix all right?
Yeah, that's what I came to talk to you about. We're a mighty long way from home, Di. I can't see Saturn at all.
But Earth can see it, and that's a distance of nearly 900 million miles.
Yeah, it just goes to show how far we've come this side of it.
Can't see it. Then how will we ever get back?
Well, look, I've got the last fix we took. It's a triangle of stars and a square. I should be able to work out a course back from that. But I can't get Rocky's okay on it. What do you think?
Oh, it's just too dangerous traveling on and on into eternity.
Yeah, then there's that ship we had the battle with. We don't know where that came from. Maybe somewhere ahead.
You'd better turn back, Mitch.
Well, I hope I can do a good job on that astronavigation.
Mitch, what's wrong? You sound worried.
Well, look, honey, I'm not sure of the bearings, see? We changed course so many times during the dogfight, and then with Rocky getting hurt, well, we were too busy to take cross sightings to check our position.
Then we may not be able to return to Saturn.
No, what's a chance? And don't talk us into it, chicken, because it'd mean we're nicely lost and no Rocky to get us out of it.
But, Mitch,
you... Look, I'm an engineer, honey, remember? I never did get well up in this navigation stuff. Oh, well, beating my gums won't get us out of it. Guess I better make a stab at sending us back the way we came. Wish me luck, Di, because, honey, I'm gonna need it.
With a cheeky grin he does not feel, Mitch leaves the hospital cabin. Soon the deflector jets are thundering and the streak is sweeping around in an arc to face the way she came. Mitch studies the unfamiliar star patterns and shakes his head. Which way is Saturn? Meanwhile, on Astros, there is excitement aboard the Taurus.
What course, Van? Any course, as long as we take off from here. Right.
Oh, hurry, boys. Those Amazon police are getting something from their car.
What?
I'm not sure. Look, come and see.
Let me see where. Oh, a ray cannon. Hurry, Paul. They're going to try and put the ship out of action.
Ready. Into seats for takeoff.
They were pointing it at us.
Ready?
Firing auxiliary jets. Firing main jets.
Searing fire pours from the ship's tubes. The Astrosians abandon their weapon and stumble hurriedly away. The great bulk of the Taurus rises slowly, seeming merely to hover above the ground. And then, with gathering momentum, it is streaking upwards toward the outer atmosphere.
Made it. We made it.
Oh, I can't believe we're really free again.
We're not free yet, look.
What are they? Meteors?
They're coming straight towards us.
Like glowing balls of light. Yes, they are. See?
Oh, the round ships. Like the ones that flew over us the day we landed.
I'd forgotten about them.
I think they are going to attack.
Yeah, look. That one's using ray fire.
Oh, it's a way off target.
Oh, they can't stop us now, Ivan. We must get away.
More speed, our only chance. Stand by. Firing rockets.
They're shooting up after us.
Oh, if only we had something to fight back with. Can you get more speed, Ivan?
I will try. Stand by. Well, there it is. We are at peak limit.
4 globes of light. Oh, there's something sinister the way they speed after us like that.
We're not getting away from them.
They haven't used their rays.
We must be out of range. But they're gaining.
There is only one thing we can do. Stand by. I will fire deceleration rockets.
Deceleration? Oh, we'll lose speed.
I know.
It's suicide.
We are traveling at such a speed now that if we suddenly reduce, those ships will almost crash into us in a matter of seconds.
That's what I said. Suicide.
No. We know what we intend to do. They do not.
But it'll bring them in range for their ray weapons.
It will be too sudden for them to fire in time. Look, I'll decelerate. You watch, Paul. And when they are very close to us, tell me. Then I'll fire the main jets again.
And they get the atomic blast. You see, Paul.
Well, I think it's screwy. We'll give it a try. Another few minutes and they'll be blasting us to Kingdom Come anyway.
Very well. Stand by for deceleration. Firing rockets. Watch them, Paul.
I can't. Deceleration. I'm nearly blacked out.
Watch. They will crash us.
Yeah. They're nearly on us, Ivan. Quickly, main rockets.
What's happening? Are they...
Oh, rocket glares left my eyes dazed.
I don't think we're there.
No, they're not. There you go. Look, Ilma. Spiraling down towards land.
You are sure?
Yes, it's right, Ivan. There's 1, 2, 4.
Then it worked.
I think 2 of them are going to crash. Look, Paul, they're going straight down.
Oh, we might have been making that sort of landing if they'd got close enough to us.
I can't understand why they should have been so antagonistic towards us.
There, see? 1, 2.
Crashed?
2 little flares of light.
Explosions.
We're free. Soon we'll be out in space again.
Oh, it almost seems like a dream already. Day after day in that silver room with Empira saying I was sick.
I'll never forget when they had us on the run.
Oh, it's good to be free.
Nearly out of the atmosphere. Oh, the readings outside are very low.
Well, that means space again. Hey, but which direction?
I'd forgotten about that. We're lost, aren't we?
This place was so similar to Earth. At least we could have lived there.
I guess we upset their scheme of things, not having female rule on Earth. Well, where shall we head, Ivan?
Oh. There may not be another inhabitable planet for millions of miles.
We came here from Saturn. Could we go back?
I'm not sure of the bearing. Paul, what were they?
Oh, so much has happened since then.
Did you make no note of it?
Well, no.
You should have kept a log of bearings.
I should. Why not you?
You were supposed to be the navigator, remember?
Oh, look, I'm sick of being blamed for everything.
The bearings were our only hope. Any fool would have noted it.
Well, then why didn't you note it yourself? Have a good mind of...
Boys, please. Look, we can't afford to quarrel. We've got to rely on each other.
Small use to rely on Paul.
Oh, stop it, Ivan. We're none of us experienced at space travel.
We were fools to take this ship, thinking we could just return to Earth whenever we liked.
Well, we did. And we've got to make the best of it. We're lucky we escaped from Astros. Don't let's spoil it.
You are right, Ilma. I shouldn't have quarreled with you, Paul. I'm very sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Guess it was as much my fault. I should have noted that course bearing. Oh, gee, I wish I could remember what it is. I'm trying to think. Hey, I've got an idea. It was something like 105.
Something like 105. Well, we must be sure.
No, I can't be sure, but... Look, I've got a definite feeling about it. It was 10-something. So that'd bring us somewhere near Saturn.
All right, we will try. The reverse of 105 is 285. We'll circle Astros and try to reach Saturn on that.
Ivan bends over the control panel to make his course setting, but Paul's memory of the bearing is wrong. It should have been 205. Soon they'll be hurtling into space 100 degrees off course, traveling ever further into the unknown. There is thrilling excitement ahead, so don't miss the next action-packed chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space. Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr. Paul, Ilma, and Ivan have escaped from Astros, but when they try to remember the course back to Saturn, a mistake of 100 degrees is made. Now the Taurus journeys ever further from the solar system into unknown space. On the search ship, the Streak, Rocky lies between life and death in the hospital cabin, and Mitch finds himself with the responsibility of navigating a course back the way they've come. He is sitting at the chart table with a worried frown when Di appears on the control deck.
The last two fixes, bearings, astronomical digression, traveling at normal speed, rate of change.
Mitch!
Hey, what? Oh, but don't sneak up on a guy like that, chicken, and let jump clean out of my skin.
I didn't sneak up, Mitch. You were concentrating hard, were you?
Yeah, it's very great effort for me, concentrating.
Well, how's it coming?
Hard. How's Rocky?
Asleep. Mitch, can I help?
No, I nearly got it figured out, I think. Hand me the slide rule, will you?
Mm-hmm.
A few nice complicated calculations to make.
Here you are.
Thanks. Now I say 1, 2, 3, multiply, take away.
Well?
Yeah. Well, according to this, Saturn should be on bearing 243.6.
Well, at least that's hopeful.
Is it? Well, how do I know it's right?
Would you check your figures?
Yeah, but that don't mean much. Everything's only approximate. I haven't got a clue what the spaceflight did to our course. Yeah, sure makes a guy realize how much we take Rocky's calculations for granted. You think of all the places we've been and never any doubt about arriving safely. Well, now...
Oh, I'm sure you've done a good job in the course, Mitch.
Well, I suppose I better correct course this bearing. 243.6. Okay, stand by. Firing deflector rockets. Ah, there she is, right on. Now, let's see. 3 stars make a nice line out there. Yeah, I better take a fix on them just to make sure, huh?
I'd better get back to Rocky.
Yeah. Giggling grasshoppers. I don't know. Everything seems wrong without him around. You think he'd pull through, Di?
Oh, we've done all we can, Mitch. And there's nothing to do now but just wait.
Yeah, like we do to see how good this course of mine is. So, wait a minute. What's wrong with me? We can use the detector beam to try and pick up that miniature star like we did before.
Of course. It'll still be sending out radiation.
Yeah, if we can get to that, we'll be well on our way. Now you go keep your eye on Rocky, Di, and
All
I'll
right.
get things working. Man, I feel better already. Di, how is he?
I'm afraid he's still unconscious.
Oh, I sure wish I could have a talk with him.
What's wrong, Mitch? Couldn't you pick up something from the beam?
No, half the electronic tube's burned out.
Burnt out?
Yeah, I had to channel all our transmitting power through that beam circuit, around the radiation valves.
Yes.
And, I just knew it'd blow the valve pretty soon, but not this soon. When I came up with that radioactive thingamigummy, I forgot to switch the circuit off.
What about the spare valves?
I used all the spares to make up the circuit.
Well, then we can't get a bearing on that star.
Can't even raise a flicker.
Well, Mitch, we'll just have to rely on your calculations.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Oh, I sure wish Rocky Boy was on his feet.
While the Streak speeds on through space, her destination obscure, Another spacecraft is seeking to return to Saturn. Completely unaware of the 100-degree error they've made in their navigation, Paul, Ilma, and Ivan are waiting for some sign of Saturn to appear.
Anything on the Magna screen, Paul?
Plenty. But no planets with rings.
What makes you feel so insignificant? To think we could travel on and on for millions of years past endless stars and planets
It's
and
best not to
suns.
think of it, Ilma.
Oh, how can I help it? Look out there. Space stretching on and on in all directions, never ending. And here we are in the Taurus like a speck of dust. Smaller than a speck of dust.
Hey, can it, will you, Ilma? You're giving me the willies.
I'm sorry. Isn't there any sign of Saturn?
Van, how long do you reckon we should have to travel before we sight it?
I was just thinking. Oh, no, we must not get over anxious.
But we should sight it, Ivan. After all, we could see Astros from Saturn, and Saturn's much bigger.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you the screen at full magnification, Paul?
Yup, and there's no Saturn. Hey, Van, that means we must be traveling in the wrong direction.
Yes, I'm afraid that is true.
The wrong direction?
Oh, it's my fault. I guess I got that bearing wrong.
As if only you had written it,
Oh, all
Paul.
right. I didn't write it down. We know that.
Oh, well, it is done now.
Well, there's no need to sound so superior about it.
Stop it, boys.
Oh, Van's getting on my nerves. Superiority.
And you are a fool, Paul.
Who am I? I'll show you.
What? You...
Oh!
I will
Boys!
teach you.
Oh, stop it! Stop!
Ilma, Ilma. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry you stepped in the way.
Oh,
Ilma, are you all right?
I think so.
Oh, I'm greatly sorry, but you stepped between us.
I had to do something.
Here, sit down. Are you sure you are not hurt?
Yes, Ivan.
I'm so ashamed.
Me too, Van. I guess it was as much my fault, Ilma. I'm sorry.
As long as you're friends again, it doesn't matter.
To hit you, and so hard.
Lucky we discovered how to switch on the artificial gravity in this ship.
You would have floated right across the cabin and crashed into the hull. We will not fight again, I promise.
I guess things are getting us a little nervy. We must try and discuss things calmly.
The thing we've got to face up to is that we're lost.
Yeah. With about 1 chance in a million of getting back to Earth again.
Oh, that sounds so terrifying.
We're discussing it calmly, remember?
Yes. Well, if we're lost, there is only one thing we can do. Try and find somewhere we can land and where we can live.
Then we...
Paul! Ivan!
What's happening?
We must have hit something.
Oh, I'm scared.
Ship's being thrown about like a cork.
Hold tight, it's all we can do.
She'll fall apart.
Steady, Ilma, try and be calm.
Stopping.
Oh, we're through it.
No one hurt?
No.
No,
Oh, this ship seems to be behaving normally now.
it's screwy. There seems to be nothing but clear space all around.
Are you sure?
See for yourself.
Nothing. Oh, well, we had better go on with our discussion.
Oh, I feel all shaky.
Oh, me too.
It will pass. Now, what have we decided? We must find somewhere we can live.
That means a planet. And with normal air.
There is a possibility Astros was normal.
The air was. The people weren't.
Hey,
What is
is
it,
it?
Paul?
look on the screen. There. See what I'm pointing? Doesn't that look like a planet to you?
Yes, it could be.
Well, then let's investigate.
Perhaps we'll find ourselves in trouble like we did on Astros.
Perhaps we will find somewhere to live, Ilma.
It could have an atmosphere. It seems a bit bluish.
Then we better investigate it. Oh, I do hope there's no danger this time.
Rocky.
Die. Oh, hello there.
Rocky. You must keep still.
What? Oh, my chest.
You've been hurt.
Hurt. But how could... The square ship, the explosion.
Yes, Rocky. You're in bad shape. You'll have to rest and give yourself a chance to recover.
But the search, the Taurus, the plutonium, I can't lie here.
Rocky, you must lie back.
Oh,
Now lie back.
oh,
That's an order.
oh, it looks as if I have to obey. Weaker than I thought.
You've hurt your chest and 3 ribs. I'm telling you so that you'll cooperate. We don't want to lose you, Rocky.
Di. Di, you're not crying.
But it's been such a strain waiting for you to show some sign.
Oh, thought you'd lose me, huh? Sounds grim. Oh, hey, where's Mitch? He wasn't...
No, he's fine. He's checking the course so that... Oh, this sounds like him coming now.
Uh-huh.
How's Rocky, Di? Any sign of Rocky! You come out of it!
Why, hello, Mitch.
Oh, man, it's good to see you in working order again. Rocky, boy, it's great. It's real great.
I hear you've turned navigator.
Yeah. Rocky, there's something I want...
Not now,
Yeah?
Mitch.
Yeah, but Di, I gotta talk it over with Rocky.
I won't have Rocky worried while he's so weak.
Oh, but Di, I'm not that bad.
Mitch knows whether you are or not. I'd have thought you'd have more consideration, Mitch.
But he's worried about something, Di. I should know about it.
Well, he can tell me. And then I'll decide whether you should know.
Acting like nurse, doctor, and matron all rolled up in a one.
Come on, outside in the passage, Mitch.
Hey?
Now then, what is it?
Oh, I'm sorry to be so inconsiderate about Rocky, Di, but it's really getting me down. You know, when we turned around, I took a fix on some stars.
Yes?
Well, there's something screwy. We've been traveling towards them for hours, see? But they're further away than ever. And Di, my watch has started up again. But it's going backwards.
What strange things are taking place around the street? How can traveling toward a thing make it further away? There is excitement to come, so don't miss the next thrilling chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space. Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr. The Taurus is completely lost, and it seems impossible that her crew will ever see Earth again. Like the streak, she was badly buffeted by some strange force, but no damage was done, and now she is headed toward a distant planet in search of a landing place. On the streak, there is new hope. At last, Rocky has regained consciousness, but he is still very weak. Mitch comes down from the control deck looking worried and disturbed. His news, when he tells it to Di, seems quite incredible.
Di, those stars I took a fix on, there's something screwy. We've been traveling towards them for hours, yet they're further away than ever.
But how could they be, Mitch?
Well, don't ask me, chicken, but they are. I know it doesn't make sense, but it's true. And another thing, my watch has started up again, but it's going backwards.
Backwards?
Yeah. It stopped at 16:42. That was 4 hours ago. Now it's 12:57, so figure it out for yourself.
Is the winder pushed in properly? Perhaps the hands have been moved.
Nah, that's the first thing I checked. Anyway, we can soon prove it. Yours stopped, too. What does it say?
12:58.
Hey, see?
But it's incredible. What could cause a thing like that?
Giggling grasshoppers, Di. How would I know? There's something nutty about this corner of space, and I don't like it.
Hey, what is it? What's all the mumbling?
It's all right, Rocky.
Hey, do we tell him or don't we?
Oh, he shouldn't be worried.
Do you come in here, or do I come out?
Oh, you better go in or he'll try.
Not a word, Mitch.
Okay.
Rocky, you must lie still and give your wound a chance.
How can I die keeping things from me like...
There, you see, you've overexcited yourself.
If you don't want to be upset, please tell me what is going on.
No, Rocky.
Well, then I'm not going to lie here.
Now, lie back, Rocky.
Well, look, Di, either I know what's going on my ship, or I get up.
Look, we better tell him, Di. He won't settle otherwise.
I don't like to.
Look, Di, I'll lie quiet, I promise, as long as I know what is happening.
Oh, very well. But I'll hold you to that promise. Tell him, Mitch.
Well, look, Rocky, there's something screwy.
What?
Well, the further we travel towards a thing, the further away it gets.
Hey, Mitch, that's not funny.
You're not kidding, Rocky boy. It certainly isn't. Look, I'll show you the calculations if you like.
Further away? But But how?
I don't know. Search me.
Things haven't been the same ever since the streak was buffeted about.
Buffeted? By what?
Oh, we don't know. Just looked like empty space.
And all the clocks have stopped.
Yeah, that's another thing, Rocky. Now they've started, they're going backwards.
Mitch, this is fantastic.
I know. If I hadn't checked things half a dozen times, I think I was going space crazy.
Further away, buffeting, clocks in reverse.
Yeah.
Gee, wait a minute, I'll have to think about this. Clocks in reverse. Hey, Mitch. Would you bring me all your calculations?
Yeah.
All astrofixes, bearings, everything there is to go on. Oh, and the slide rule, too.
Yeah, right, Rocky. You gonna check and everything?
Uh-huh. Once I'm sure of your figures, I'll know where to start. If you've made no errors, there'll be some other explanation.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, we've just got to find it.
That's my boy.
Oh, Mitch.
Huh?
You'd better fire deceleration rockets. You'd better stop the ship. There's no sense traveling till we know where we're really going.
Mitch hurries to the control deck, relieved that he no longer has to take full responsibility for navigation. Rocky sinks back exhausted and waits for the calculations. Meanwhile, the Taurus approaches a strange planet, and her crew study it apprehensively.
There's something peculiar about it. It seems all fuzzy.
From this distance, it looks almost like a ball of grey cotton wool.
Well, that woolly effect, it must be cloud.
Cloud? How could it be?
We've seen cloud around a planet before. It has that look.
But if that's right, the whole planet's wrapped in cloud.
I think Ivan's right, Paul.
Remember the bands of clouds as we left Earth? It's the same as they.
If only it was Earth.
Ilma.
Oh!
Take it easy, kid.
We must go back! We must find it!
Don't give way, Ilma.
Nothing! Ah, God damn it!
Hysteria. The sedative flask and pad, quickly, Paul, in the middle locker.
Let me go!
Ilma.
I want the airlock! I want space! Nothing!
Ilma.
Let me go!
Quick, Paul. Here, hold this pad over her nose. Ilma.
Let me go!
She's quieting down.
Keep the pad there longer. Ilma. Be quiet. That's right, Ilma. Just... There she's asleep, Paul.
Oh, poor kid. I know just how she feels.
Here, let me carry her to her bunk.
Her cabin?
No, the assistant navigator's bunkie will do. Slide her head onto the pillow. So.
Just as well we investigated that sedative equipment.
Yes. She will sleep a while. Perhaps she will be better when she wakes.
I certainly hope so.
We are still a distance from this planet. Oh, all that cloud. I wonder what we shall find there.
Ivan, Ilma's awakening.
We must soothe her all we can. Ilma.
You're okay, Ilma.
What? Was I asleep?
Now look, you're all right, Ilma. You must not upset yourself.
I'm not upset now. What happened?
We gave you a sedative to calm your nerves down.
Thanks. I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry, boys.
That is all right. It is this strain. We all feel it.
I was thinking of Earth. Suddenly it seemed as if it was all just a dream. As if it didn't exist at all.
Now take it easy, kid.
No, I want to talk about it. It's realizing that there's nothing but endless space all around us, and Earth is somewhere, but we don't know where, and so tiny and unimportant, like one grain of sand in the desert. There. I've got it out of my system now.
Now, there's no need to get up. Just lie there and rest a while.
How long was I asleep?
Several hours.
That stuff sure put you out.
I'd rather get up now. What about the planet? Can you see it more clearly now?
It's on the screen there.
Oh, that cloud.
It definitely looks like water vapor.
And Ilma, that means a good chance of normal atmosphere.
And perhaps friendly people this time.
Yeah, perhaps friendly people this time.
Hello, Rocky.
Well, there's nothing wrong with your calculations, Mitch. Not a thing.
I should think not after all the sweating I did over him. That doesn't help us any, huh?
Definitely showing a position further away from that star group. Angles of sight, everything verifies it. And yet the course definitely heads that way.
Yeah, I got a nasty sinking feeling every time I think about it. Well, I've made a lot of trips into space, Rocky boy. Met up with a lot of weird and wonderful things, but this,
Yeah. Well, Mitch, we must follow that course. It's the reverse of the setting we used to get this far. There's no other way of going back except by reversing the direction.
Sure, I know, but it's not taking us back.
Yeah, there's some factor that we just don't know about. Perhaps some refraction of light, some peculiar property in space that's giving us a wrong reading on those stars.
But what about the clocks? My watch is still going backwards.
I don't know, Mitch. I really don't know.
Rocky boy, you all right?
Yes, I'm still a little bit weak, that's all, Mitch. I'm sorry.
Gee.
Talking tires me a bit.
Yeah, just a second. Hey, Di!
Hey, you don't have to bring Di
Oh,
in.
but I am, yeah. Di! Hey, maybe Rocky could do it some more of that medium, huh?
Rocky needs complete rest, but he won't take it. How's the wound, Rocky?
Oh, it's fine, Di. It's fine.
Here, let me feel your pulse.
Oh, dear.
He sounds like those guys with ulcers back on Earth.
Poor guys, I pity them.
Well, you're looking a lot better, but there's still a long way to go before you're well.
Listen, Di, how long you going to keep me lying here?
I can't tell, Rocky. Quite some days, probably.
Days? But listen,
But nothing. You're lucky to be alive. Now give me your arm.
Here we are, lost and unable to navigate. I should be on the control deck.
There. Sorry, Rocky, but if it was left to you, you'd never get well.
Fine search ship we turned out to be.
Well, I could carry on okay, Rocky boy, if only things were normal.
Are we still traveling in reverse?
That's what it amounts to.
Oh, there must be some explanation. Listen, when did all this start?
Well, let me think. The streak started to toss about, see?
Yeah.
That's when the clock stopped.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice we weren't getting anywhere till after I turned the ship around, took a couple of fixes.
Rocky, I think it all links up with that buffeting somehow. Time and the clocks.
Clocks, and now they go backwards. But if time is Time? Hey, that must be it, time.
Time?
Now, this must be some sort of time curve or swirl in this part of space, and we've caught up in it.
You can't have a curve in time.
Well, how do you know, Mitch? Because we've never encountered it?
Well, people said there couldn't be such a thing as artificial gravity before it was invented.
Well, then you agree, Di?
Well, it could be possible. If time no longer moved in a straight line from past to future, yes, that could explain it. Time carrying us with it.
For giggling grasshoppers, Di, if that's it, how do we know where to travel? How do we get out of it?
It's like a current that's too strong for us, isn't it? We can't go against it. Rocky, Mitch, we may never get out of it.
Is Di right? How can they return to Earth when every mile traveled toward it takes them further away? There are exciting developments ahead, so don't miss the next chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space! Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr! Strange things are happening to the streak. First the clock stopped, then they started to run backwards. But more serious was the discovery that all attempts to send the ship back towards Saturn only resulted in her traveling further away. Rocky, still weak and ill, is greatly concerned, especially when it occurs to him that they've become involved in some peculiar curve in time. To satisfy Di, who insists he must remain in bed, he has himself moved to a bunk on the control deck. There he supervises Mitch at the controls.
Well, that's 3 hours at full speed, Mitch. We should have a definite result from that.
Yeah, I'm just taking a fix now, Rocky.
Okay.
So no. Yeah. Here's the bearings. Cross bearings from the other star group.
Mm-hmm. The change in angle seems all wrong. Still, I'd better work it out.
Hey, isn't it about time you had your dressing changed? I'll get Di while you're doing it, huh?
Yeah, okay. Anything you like, Mitch.
Uh-huh. Hey, Di! Where are you, chicken? Di! Oh, there you are.
Rocky, is he...
Relax, he's fine. Just thought I'd remind you it's time to do his dressing.
Oh, is it? What's so hard to judge time?
Yeah, working everything out backwards is enough to prepare a guy for the loony bin.
How's the navigation?
That's no good. Just took 2 fixes. Rocky's working them out. We both know from the angles we're further away than ever.
It's really serious, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just not game to think about it.
Well, this won't get the dressing done.
That's for sure. What happens if we can't get back to Earth? You thought of that?
It's simple enough. We stay in this part of the universe.
Yeah, nice and easy. How'd you make out, Rocky?
We're further away than ever, Mitch.
Oh, just as I thought.
You know, it doesn't matter what speed we travel, we get no nearer.
Well, forget about astronautics for a moment and let us have a look at this wound.
Oh, it's doing fine, Di. It really
Well, it's best
is.
to make sure.
Yeah, if it is, Rocky boy, it's because of the terrific job Di did patching you up again.
Yes, I know that. Oh,
I'm sorry. It's much better. It's healing nicely.
oh, good. Then perhaps I can stop playing the invalid.
No, not yet, Rocky. You may need all your strength. It's best to get it back quickly by rest.
What are you thinking, Di?
Well, if we can't get away from this corner of the universe, we'll just have to find a planetoid planet. Just whatever we can and make a home there.
It's a nice prospect back to the Stone Age, carving civilization out of the wilderness.
You seem to have made up your mind that we're beaten.
No, I'm just facing up to possibilities. Oh, is the bandage too tight?
Yeah, just a little, Di.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, marooned out here. It's like sailors washed up on some desert island in the olden times. Yeah, there must be some way out of this, Rocky.
Perhaps, but I just can't imagine what it is, Mitch.
You're not giving up too, are you?
No, but... perhaps Di's right about facing up to things. And let's face it honestly, Mitch.
Yeah.
Unless we can find some way around this time force, we'll have to stay here whether we like it or not.
Rocky watches Mitch turn and look hopelessly out the window at the star-sprinkled blackness of this alien space. For the first time in his life, Rocky feels he's really admitted defeat. At this moment, some distance across space, the Taurus is rapidly approaching a cloud-wrapped planet.
Can't get a look at it at all. Everything is completely blanketed in cloud.
Ivan, you won't land the ship without some sort of inspection first, will you?
Of course not. We can do the same as when we arrived at Astros, go into an orbit around the planet.
It doesn't look as if we'll see much even then. Unless it's an orbit beneath the cloud. You know, I thought planets were supposed to be few and far between, but we're finding them easy enough out here. This one isn't so terribly far from Astros.
No, I think they must both belong to the same solar system.
I wish I could get a look at what's under those clouds. Not a single break anywhere.
If that is all water vapor, it will be a place with a very wet climate.
No clear sky at all. It must rain all the time.
Well, if that's the way it is, why bother to land?
We must find if it has a breathable atmosphere, Paul. And if there is normal air, we cannot afford to just pass by. There is no telling how many millions of miles we may have to fly before we reach another suitable planet.
If you could call that suitable.
Are we getting close now? It seems to be coming towards us faster and faster.
Time, I think, to alter course. A gradual spiral that will take us down into an orbit. Firing deflector rockets. Stand by.
Smoothly, the Taurus's nose swings away from the planet ahead. Like a huge ball of grey mist, it slips to one side, grows bigger, ever bigger, and the ship eases closer into an encircling orbit. Ivan reaches for the controls.
We'll have to start reducing speed so we can fall into an orbit. Stand by for deceleration. Firing deceleration rockets. Still too fast. I'll give us another burst. Stand by again. That should do it. Now let's see. Oh, still too fast. Stand by again.
Well, that looks like it.
Surely there must be a break somewhere in the clouds.
I can't see one, Ilma.
Could we use the radar to see what's down there?
It will not give us a picture, Ilma, only a pattern.
Well, still, it might give us some idea. I'll switch it on. I'll train it directly below us and see what it shows.
nothing very clear, Paul.
Adjust range, Paul.
I don't know what the range is.
Keep varying until it comes clear.
Right. That's looking better.
There's a definite shape of something. It's like a map.
Yes. There is hills and rivers. See, there are half a dozen rivers.
I suppose they are hills. It's hard to be sure from this.
That flat sort of space here. Look, what would that be? Look, see here.
Yes, it links with the rivers. Perhaps a sea?
Or a swamp.
Then we were right about the rain.
All this tells me so little. There is nothing to indicate what sort of country, what grows there.
Well, at least it gives us the range.
What is it?
Mileage conversion. 103 miles.
Well, there's plenty of height yet. What do we do? Wait for a break in the cloud or go down lower?
If we could find a break, it might be safer.
What do you think, Paul?
There's been no sign of one ever since we've had the planet in view. It might be an idea to go down.
The question is, how far do the clouds extend?
Well, what say we have a look? If we go too far down and still can't get underneath them, we can always blast up out of it again.
I think that is best. Ilma?
Whatever you feel, Ivan.
All right, I'll decelerate. Stand by, firing deceleration
No,
rockets.
wait. How will we know how far we are above the ground? The cloud may go all the way.
Yes, that is a good thought.
Say if I stand by the radar.
Yes. Keep the pattern in sharp focus. We will get a range from there.
Right. Well, down you go.
All right. Firing deceleration rockets.
As the rocket blasts thunder from her forward tubes, the Taurus slackens speed. Slowly she starts to fall downwards toward the hidden surface of the planet. The writhing masses of cloud come closer, closer. Then the ship is engulfed in thick white obscurity. Paul's face is tense as he watches the radar screen, slowly adjusting and calling range.
90 miles. 79 miles. 68 miles.
Oh, just nothing. It must end soon.
51 miles. Isn't it thinning yet, Ivan?
No.
42 miles.
I think... Yes, it's clearing ahead.
35 miles.
Look, it's clear.
We're through.
Stand by, firing deflector rockets.
Oh, I don't know when I've ever been so nervous.
I thought we were never getting through it.
We need a little more speed. Stand by. That should give us an orbit.
Look at it down there.
The whole place looks a jungle of vegetation.
Now, Paul, quick, bring up the telescreen.
This should give us a better look. There. Bring it in close.
It is a jungle. And you were right about the swamp. Look,
Yes, a place of great rain. Look, something is moving down there.
Where?
near the edge of the swamp. I can see it.
Looks like some huge kind of animal. I'll see if I can bring it closer. Mighty Ike!
It's a tremendous animal.
There's another. They're like ancient dinosaurs or something.
The atmosphere gauges. We didn't check.
This must be a young planet. It's like the Earth was millions of years ago.
Normal atmosphere.
A prehistoric world. Surely it's no use landing down there.
No, I wouldn't think so. What do you reckon, Ivan?
It seems little used to. You have it out of focus on the telescreen, Paul?
I haven't touched focus.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Then we must be still falling. Check the range on the radar.
22 miles.
It was 35 a minute ago. Stand by, firing rockets.
What's wrong?
They won't fire.
There they go.
They're not firing properly. Something is wrong. Hi, Paul.
16 miles.
We're still falling.
No.
It is hopeless. Get ready for a crash landing.
Again and again, Ivan's finger stabs at the firing button, but the Taurus sinks rapidly toward the primeval lands below. What new dangers await her crew now? There is excitement ahead, so don't miss the next action-packed chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space. Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr! Paul, Ilma, and Ivan have resigned themselves to the thought that they will never see Earth again. Their only chance is to find a planet with suitable conditions to support life. Suddenly, a strange cloud-enveloped planet looms ahead, but the clouds obscure everything. It is essential to dive below the clouds, and this they do, to find a primitive world where huge monsters roam. But then they notice that the Taurus is still falling. Ivan stabs at the firing button.
There's something wrong. The rocket's on fire.
Oh, keep trying, Ivan.
I am. Paul, what's the radar range?
15 miles. We're falling fast.
Get ready for a crash landing.
Oh, we'll be killed.
11 miles.
Get into those crash hammocks.
What's the use?
Oh, we'll be killed.
Come on, Ilma, do as I say.
What about Ivan?
Never mind me. I'm trying to find the rocket.
Oh, it's hopeless, Paul, isn't it?
Well, you never know.
Listen to the wind.
Thousands of miles an hour.
Oh, Ivan.
Never mind me.
Get ready, Ilma. Any minute now. What?
They fired. They fired.
We'll never pull up. It's only a few thousand feet down there.
Get back in that hammock.
Ivan, don't stay there.
One more blast. I think it slowed us enough. I lifted her nose.
We'll still crash.
We've got a chance.
When's it coming?
Any second.
With a tremendous glancing blow, the Taurus strikes the soft and slimy earth at the edge of a swamp. The mud is shallow with firm ground beneath, and the impact sends her ricocheting forwards and upwards like a bullet. For a moment she skims the surface, smashing down everything in her path, then drops again with a shattering, slithering crash. Stillness falls, broken only by the drip, drip of sodden leaves and the patter of rain on the spaceship's scratched and dented hull.
Ivan. Ilma.
I can't move.
Hang on a minute, Ivan. Ilma's unconscious. She's bleeding. She's got a cut on the head.
Yes, see to her first.
Ilma. She must have been thrown hard. Ilma.
See if you can stop the bleeding.
Oh, yeah, first aid kit. What's that?
It's probably one of those monsters we saw.
Ivan, you're hurt.
No, attend to Ilma first.
The coagulator's nearly stopped the bleeding. I hope there's no bones broken. Ilma. She's coming round, Ivan.
Oh, Paul.
It's all right, honey. Just lie there a minute while I have a look at Ivan. Here. There's cushion under your head.
Thank you.
Now, Ivan. Great, Ike, you're pinned under the navigator's seat.
Yes.
I'll soon get you out.
It is bent right over.
It's too strong for me. If only there was something to lever it up with.
Try to cut it, Paul. There's a hacksaw in the tool locker.
Oh, hacksaw, yeah. I'll get it. I got it. Yeah, this'll soon do the job.
Is Ilma all right?
I think she's drifted off again.
Perhaps you should look at her.
No, I'll get you free first. You hurt badly, Ivan?
I don't know. It's pretty painful.
I'll just cut halfway. And then maybe I can bend it.
At least we're alive.
Yeah. Oh, that might do it. I'll try again now. It's coming. Hey, can you get free?
A little more.
Now.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. I'll grab your shoulders and pull you clear.
Thanks. I'm all right now.
All right, across your legs it was. Can you move them?
Yes, I don't think there's anything broken. Just the muscles crushed and bruised. But Ilma.
Oh, yeah, Ilma. Smelling salts or something?
It's in that bottle there.
All right. Ilma. Well, that's better. How do you feel, kid? Any pain?
Pain? Oh, my head hurts.
Yeah, you got a nasty gash.
Oh, wait a minute. I remember. I must have fainted again.
I'll get a dressing on it. Here, look. You better lie down a bit.
Well, how's Ivan?
Oh, he's okay.
Just like you, Ilma, a crock.
Yeah, but we're all alive, and as Van says, that's something. There it goes again.
What is it?
It's just an anomaly, Ilma.
It's one of those huge monsters. We're not down among them, are we?
Yeah, we sure are.
And the Taurus, is it damaged?
That is almost certain, though it may be only a superficial damage to the hull.
The rocket firing mechanism.
Yes, something is definitely wrong with that.
Well, then our chances of leaving here... Or is there any chance?
I don't know, Ilma.
I wouldn't like to rely on it.
It is quite likely we're trapped here.
We're trapped on a prehistoric world.
Yeah. We got away from Astros, but it sure looks as if we've jumped out of the fat into the fire.
Meanwhile, the streak floats silently in space, while Rocky wrestles with the problem of getting back to Earth.
Hey, Rocky boy. I've just been down aft and checked up on the gravitational pull. It seems okay.
Good, right. Thanks, Mitch.
How about those screens?
Oh, don't worry with them. I've checked the Di. She says they're okay.
Okay. What's your deal, all the books? Dozens of them. What, you suddenly gone studious or something?
No, Mitch, I'm doing a refresher course, or I'm trying to, in celestial mathematics.
In what?
Celestial mathematics. Do you know much about it?
No. Gee.
Wish you did. I'm sure stumped. I don't know, Mitch, but the more I read, there must be some way of solving this force that turns forward progress into reverse.
Yeah.
There must be.
And if there is a way, you sure ought to get something out of all those books.
Well, I tell you, I can't find anything.
Well, what did they say about this time business?
I don't know. It's just completely new. I don't know. I did a thorough course. It's all new to me.
There's nothing much on it then, huh?
Not a thing.
Well. Hey, you noticed what goes on with your beard?
Eh? My what?
Your beard. In the morning you get up normally back on Earth, you have a look at your face in the mirror, you give an anguished scream, and you realize then you got to shave.
Mitch, please, you can see I'm busy. I'm afraid...
No, I'm serious.
Yeah?
Yeah?
My beard?
Yeah, normally on Earth you get up in the morning, you got to shave, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, well here, there's something going very, very odd.
Mitch, I've been too worried to think about shaving in my beard.
I am worried too, and I'm thinking of this shaving. Even my beard is in reverse.
What?
Yeah. Look, I wake up with a thick growth, right?
Right.
What's the normal thing? It gets longer, right?
Right.
But up here, no, it gets shorter all day.
Oh, Mitch, what are you growling about? You should be glad it saves you worrying about shaving.
Oh, no, it don't save me worrying about shaving. Look, it suddenly does a sort of jump, see? There I am with a full growth just before I got to bed. You know what happens? A fella's got to shave before he can go to sleep.
Oh, Mitch. Well, as a matter of fact, I have vaguely noticed something like that, but Hey, wait a minute.
What?
The beard. Not shaving.
Yeah, and then you got to go to bed at night and it's all back again.
Mitch, that must mean we're... Oh, it's crazy.
What?
We must be growing backwards. Well, it makes sense.
Hey? Huh?
Think about it.
You mean we're getting younger?
Well, I don't know about that.
Hey, I've thought of a way we can make a fortune.
Yeah?
We can go down to Worth and pick up all these dames down there and bring them all up here.
Mitch,
They get... All right.
we're in a very serious position.
Yeah,
This is
I
no
know,
time
Rocky.
for joking.
But-
we could be growing backwards.
You mean that if we stay here long enough, we're going to finish up crawling around in nappies and saying goo?
Oh, I don't know about that, but... Well, this beard business points to it, you know.
Yeah, maybe that's why you've recovered so quickly.
Yeah.
Giggling grasshoppers. Hey, man, you better get back to those books and work out something quick. I'm going to find Di and tell her.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Mitch. There must be a way somehow. There's just got to be. Ellis's theory of constant time. Well, that might help.
Rocky? Rocky?
Oh, yes, Di. Oh, Mitch was looking for you. Did you see him?
No, must have missed him. But Rocky, I found it.
You found what?
Heavy plutonium. I've just picked up a strong spectrum pattern.
Yeah? How far away, Di?
Pretty distant.
Yeah?
I'm not sure whether it's a star or planet. But it's a strong concentration. Just what's needed for Earth.
Yeah, well, that's small use when we can't even get back to Earth.
Oh. Still no solution?
Oh, I'm sorry to say this, but I haven't the slightest notion, Di.
Well, do you think we should investigate where the spectrum's coming from?
Well, I know the Solar Council said it was first priority that we should find it, and catastrophe if we didn't, but, well, Di, I don't feel we should travel any further away from the universe we know, not while we're so completely isolated by this time force.
I think you're right, Rocky. Though Mitch says we're drifting all the time.
I know, but there's no reason
Rocky,
to...
Rocky boy.
Yeah?
There's some kind of planetoid ahead.
Yeah, how big?
Well, smallish. I just got it on the telescreen. I think there's a building or something on it.
A building?
Yeah, come and have a look.
Uh-huh.
See? I only switched on the screen for something to do. I don't really think to be out around. There it is. See it?
Hey, can you sharpen that focus a bit?
Yeah, just a
Mitch?
minute. I'll try and blow it up.
Bring her up a bit.
There we are. How's it? Wait a minute. Yeah.
That's
How's
good.
that?
That's
Yes.
good,
See-
yes.
See the building?
Oh, I'm not sure that it is
Oh,
a
of
building.
course it's a building. What do you
No,
mean you're
it's
not
not.
sure?
It's
of it?
I'm
not.
not sure.
Look, Hey, it's another of those spaceships, the strange squarish
What?
ones.
Giggling grasshoppers, Rocky, you're right. We better get ready for another space battle.
Oh, not another.
No, wait. There's something about the angle of that ship. I don't think it landed on that asteroid. What do you think, Di?
It looks as if it might have crashed there.
Yes. Stand by. I'm going to change course.
What are you going to do, Rocky?
Land and examine that ship.
Rocky, remember what happened last time?
I know, but Di, the last ship was on the other side of that time barrier. And now there's one on this side. Well, they may be able to cross it at will. There just might be a chance that we could learn the secret from that ship.
Rocky moves to the controls. Is he right? Can this derelict solve their problem? And what of the other three in the Taurus, surrounded by primeval monsters? There is further excitement to come, so be sure you hear the next thrilling chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space. Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr. Unaware that they have passed through a time force that makes return impossible, Paul, Ivan, and Ilma have crashed on a cloud-wrapped primeval planet. On the street, Rocky is recovering from his wound. Di has picked up a spectrum of heavy plutonium, but Rocky decides that all their efforts must be devoted to counteracting the force that is carrying them deeper and deeper into space. A planetoid is sighted ahead. When closer examination reveals a crashed alien spacecraft, Rocky decides to land and investigate. Clad in spacesuits, Rocky, Mitch, and Di now stand outside the ship.
She's crashed, all right. Look, the hull's split.
Yeah, that's for sure. How do we get in?
I'll just stand back, Mitch. A ray blast should widen that hole, I'd say. That looks like it. All right, come on, folks.
I wonder if we'll find in here the answer to how we can return.
Well, there must be something these people know, Di. Just in around here, I think. We try to journey back, and the further we travel, the further we are away. Yet one of these ships was on the other side of that time force.
Hey, I just had a thought.
Yeah?
I only hope this tub don't blow up like the last one did.
Yes, that's true, Mitch. Well, she's probably been here some time, you know.
Looks like it, too.
Yeah, maybe.
What are we gonna do? You think we ought to just cut into it or something?
I think it'd be our best chance, Mitch.
Yeah, okay, well, let's just get in through here. Yeah, I wonder where these craft come from.
Well, I should think very likely deeper in space.
I wonder if they're all as aggressive as the other we met. I think this is it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
what do we look for?
Rocky?
The crew.
Say, they're just like empty shells.
Yes. Same thing that happens to insects when they die. They must be some kind of insect people, Rocky.
Yes, they certainly must be, Di. Well, look, you study them if you want to, but I'm going to look for other things. Charts or logs or something of that kind is really what we need.
I can't see anything that looks like that.
Rocky, over here.
Uh-huh.
Look, some rolls of thin metal. Sheets of it, all rolled up.
Yeah, this sounds hopeful. Let's see, Di.
It looks like nothing at all to me.
Wait a minute. No, this is a chart, all right, Mitch. Look, you can tell that by the spacing of the marks. See?
Eh?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey. All very strange.
Isn't it?
It doesn't resemble any part of the universe that I know.
No.
Well, look, here's another one. Why don't we try this?
Good idea, Di. Let's unroll it. Hey.
Let me see.
Hey.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Wait a bit. Wait a moment. Look, this here marked with rings. Do you see it?
Huh?
Look there, those rings.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that could be Saturn.
Oh, it looks like Saturn, all right. But which way are we?
Hey, wait a minute. Hold your jet. See those 3 dots in a triangle and 4 over here in a square?
Wait a minute. Where?
See? 3 there.
Yes.
And over here there's 4 of them.
Oh, yes, I'm
Yeah.
with you, yes.
No, but they look like the stars I took a fix on.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, that means we must be somewhere here.
Yeah, look, this thing with lines radiating out from it.
Yeah?
The star. The small radioactive star. You remember where we fought that other ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, and look. I know now why they attacked us.
Giggling grasshoppers, Rocky. How can you know that?
Well, look. Now, you see this oblong?
Yeah.
Well, now, I'll bet that's supposed to be one of these ships.
Yeah.
And there are lines radiating from the star to the ship. Do you see them?
Yes, they used that as a power supply.
Right.
And they somehow picked up radiation from it.
So that was a guard ship we shot at.
Mm-hmm. Well, if that's all correct, this line.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that must be where you passed through that force, Mitch, remember?
Yeah. Yep, that could be it.
Yes, but wait a minute.
Mhm.
Is there anything to indicate how they get through?
No, there's not a thing. Look for yourself.
No markings, formulas, or bearings or anything.
No, there's not... Hey, wait a moment, there's this.
Huh?
Look. A sort of a line, this side of the force line, see it?
Yeah, looks like someone was doing a bit of doodling.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? It's just
Yeah.
a scalloped line, like a lot of U's lying on their side.
Yeah, and with the bottom of them pointing at the force line, it just looks like a bit of fancy work to me.
Yes.
There must be some reason for it.
I don't know. Can you think what it means, Rocky?
No, I'm afraid it's beyond me, Di.
Hey, look, maybe it means another force line. You know, a different kind of force.
But, Mitch, we must have traveled well past that point, and we didn't encounter anything.
Well, it was just an idea. Yeah, looks like we don't learn much from this. What now?
Well, we look for anything else that may help. Then we'd better get back to the street.
Nice waste of time that was. Not a clue.
Oh, I was able to have a good look at those empty shells. They're definitely a people evolved from insect life, Mitch.
What good does that do us, huh? Hey, Rocky's lying down on the navigator's bunk.
Rocky is? Rocky?
It's all right, Di. I'm just a little tired after all that. I'm not 100% fit yet.
Oh, I'll change your dressing and I'll prepare another.
Oh, thanks, Di.
Hey, look, I had a good look at that power plant on the ship, like you said, Rocky, see? But it's got me completely boxed. I can't follow it at all.
Well, never mind, Mitch.
You brought that chart back?
Well, the answer must be here somewhere.
Yeah, but what do we do till we find it? If we find it.
There's nothing we can do, Mitch. We just go on drifting deeper into space. While the streak drifts onward, the ship she came to find lies on the edge of a swamp. The rain patters down. Colossal beasts roar in the distance, and on the control deck of the Taurus, 3 people try to decide what must be done.
Well, I say we've got to try and get away from this place. And then we'll go nuts if we stay here.
Don't you think we should think of what we must do if we can't get away, Paul?
Well, let's worry about that if we have to.
Ilma, I know, would like to get clear as soon as possible. So it seems our first job is to work on the Taurus.
Look, do you have to go into a lot of argument to decide that? It's obvious.
I was flying the Taurus, Paul. Perhaps I had a little better of an idea about chances than you do.
You seem to think you have a better idea of
Oh,
everything.
boys.
Oh, sorry. There we go, nearly fighting again.
Yes, we must guard against that.
Well, what do we do? Check the rocket firing mechanism?
Can we do that? Do we know enough about it?
It is possible we may discover something.
Oh, I used to play around a bit with radio and electronics, as a hobby. Perhaps I might light onto it.
Then let us remove the cover plates from the controls. If we can discover the trouble, we will be able to leave here.
I brought you a cup of coffee each.
Coffee?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, gosh, thanks, Ilma. Reckon it'll just about save my life.
Have you discovered anything about the controls?
Oh, not a thing.
Well, it's got me completely. All the wiring seems okay. I can't see any reason at all why things won't work.
Then you can't fix them.
Not so far, Ilma.
And then we just have to stay on this horrible place.
Take it easy, honey. We can't let our nerves run away with us,
Is
remember?
there anything we can do to get the Taurus working again?
Well, Paul has an idea.
Oh, yes, what is it?
Well, nothing very spectacular. It's just a matter of testing all tubes. It was only the deceleration rockets that the controls packed up on.
But to do that, we must make sure the tubes are clear. We only want to fire a very small blast so the ship will not move. If they are buried under mud, the blockage might cause damage to the motors.
So we have to go outside and make an inspection.
And if necessary, dig things clear.
I understand.
But you need not come if you are nervous, Ilma.
Oh, no, I'll come. You may need my help. Can we breathe out there?
Well, slightly lower in oxygen. Might make us a little breathless, but it's safe enough.
Well, then, finish your coffee quickly and let's go. The sooner we start, the sooner the job will be done.
Lovely climate.
It must rain all the time. Oh, I can hardly walk. The mud's so thick and deep.
Listen to that.
Oh, it's rather frightening, isn't it? A steaming jungle and somewhere those monsters.
The sound of that rain's the most depressing sound I think I've ever heard.
The Taurus certainly plowed well into the mud. Look at it.
The rocket tubes look half buried. Well, it looks as though we'll have to start digging.
Yes, we will have to do that. If the Taurus is to lift out of this, it is the blast of the underneath tubes that will be needed.
Well, no sense just looking at it. Let's see what we can do.
All right.
Oh, this is going to be some job.
Yes, throw the mud well clear, or it will just run back into the hole.
Holes are filling with water already.
Oh, it cannot be helped. Oh, Ilma!
I'm all right. I just slipped.
Oh, look, have a rest, but stand well clear in case we throw the mud over you.
What's that?
I don't know.
It seemed to come from...
Boys, look!
Great Ike! It's a huge flying lizard or something.
Oh, look, there are two of them.
I'm scared. I'm going back to the ship.
Ilma, come back here. Ilma, wait, Ilma.
I'm swooping on her.
Ilma! Oh, look what it has. It is carrying her off in its talons. Ilma!
Horror-stricken, Paul and Ivan watch, as with a loud rustle of wings, the huge creature pounces on Ilma and makes off. What can they do to save her? And what fresh dangers await on this savage planet? There are thrills ahead, so don't miss the next gripping chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space. Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr. The crash of the Taurus has left Ivan, Paul, and Ilma in a dangerous position, marooned on a savage and primitive planet. Their only hope is to get the ship working again. In an attempt to do this, they try to clear the rocket tubes of the deep mud. Suddenly, there is a loud and raucous squawk from above them. The next instant, a huge flying lizard has pounced on Ilma, seized her in its claws, and made off with her.
Ilma!
Why, that... I'll stop it.
Paul, don't shoot!
Please, God, I've got to stop it.
You might hit Ilma!
Oh, Ivan, we've got to do something. Carried off like that, she's just a speck already.
Come on!
Where?
Follow, of course!
On the estrogen anti-gravity belts, I'd forgotten.
Try and keep Ilma in sight. I'll get the belts.
Hurry, Ivan. Oh, that poor kid. That poor helpless kid. Come on, Ivan. She'll be out of sight in a minute. Oh, if only... Ivan, come on, Ivan.
I'm coming!
I've lost her. She's out of sight behind the trees.
Out of sight. Do you know the direction? Here, fix his belt on you.
They went towards that line of hills. Oh, I can't get this thing fastened.
Here, let me try. There we are. Now, come on, run forward and set it to rise.
At least we got them inside, Ivan.
I wish we could travel faster.
We're lucky they're not gaining.
Poor Ilma.
Somehow we've got to get to her before...
They must have some kind of nest in those hills.
Seems hopeless. We'll never get there in time. Oh, say, look at those things down there.
I hope the belts do not fail.
Yeah. Imagine landing in the middle of those great scaly horrors. Say, what are those flying up from the trees?
Wait, they look like some smaller flying lizards.
Big enough. Must be a good 3 feet long. And...
Yes.
Say, Ivan, they're flying this way.
We'll have your pistol ready. I think they mean to attack us.
Oh, they would. 2 or 7 of them.
We'll have to keep them away, Paul. Once they get close, we will have no chance at all.
Here they come. Let them have it. Got one.
Keep firing. They're still coming, Paul.
I can't keep them off. Look out.
Switch to rise again, quickly.
That worked. We got above them.
Now, Paul, now. 2 more.
Say, look. They're after the 2 that are falling. They're leaving us.
Well, just as well for us. I do not think we could have put them up any longer.
Oh, it was close, all right. Oh, now we've lost time. We'll never reach Ilma, Ivan.
Paul, wait a moment. Did you notice anything during that attack? When we fired the ray guns, it pushed us backwards.
Say, that's right. Like rocket propulsion.
Yes. Then, you see, we can use them to increase our speed. Swing around so you travel backwards.
Okay, I'll try. Oh, it's a bit hard. There, that's it.
That's right, that's got it.
Now we point the pistols the way we came and fire, huh?
That's right, a good long blast.
It works, Ivan, it works. We're going a lot faster.
Give it another blast. Now we are really traveling. With luck, we may yet reach Ilma in time.
What gives, Rocky boy? You learn anything from that tin map?
Not a thing, Mitch. Not a thing. You know, I'm sure the answer has something to do with that line of curves between us and the Time Force.
Eh?
That's the answer. But the only way I can imagine it is as an instruction to sort of turn around and go back.
Turn around and go back.
That's what it looks like to me.
Like a curved arrow, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, swinging around and pointing the other way.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it could be.
Yes, but if that is the right meaning, it doesn't do us much good.
It certainly don't make sense to figure a warning to the ships, does it? When they reach that point, they go no further.
That's right. You know, Mitch, I'm beginning to think the thing's simply a warning to their ships that when they reach that point, well, that's it.
Yeah, but that doesn't square up with the ships we found on the other side of the barrier, does it?
Yeah, I know it doesn't, Mitch, but... Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm going off my head. I feel a little lightheaded. I've just thought, but... Well, I can't think of any other meaning.
Oh, well, looks like we do what Di said. Keep the old blinkers open for some nice, suitable little planet where we can settle down and carve a home out of the wilderness.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the pioneer type, though, Mitch.
Oh, of course you are. You're big and tough and rugged.
Well, it's nice of you to say so, but... I can't believe we'll never see Earth again.
No, I can't bear to think about it, you know. No beaches to lie on, or no classy restaurants where a guy can have a thick, juicy steak smothered in mushrooms.
That's right. Go on. Torture me, Mitch.
Oh, that's the life. Out doing a bit of skiing on the snow.
Snow? You were lying on the beach a minute ago.
Ah, that's in the summer. In the winter there, you're up on the top of a peak.
Yeah?
Long, smooth run down. The wind whistling past your ears. Taking those turns up over the next one. Oh, terrific. That's the life.
I know it is. Well...
Just to think of missing all that. Gosh, isn't it terrible?
Gone for good by the look of things at the moment.
Oh, don't be so depressing. I'm feeling...
sorry.
Huh? What are we going to do about it?
Well, what can I do? I said I've thought and thought. I can't see a way out of this, Mitch.
Have another look at that map. See if we can
All
have
right, wait a
look.
minute.
See what's doing.
Well, the curves, see?
Yeah?
The whole line of curves there.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
it doesn't make any sense.
I know
just
it.
goes up there and swings around
All
again.
right, so we turn around. We're no better off.
Nah, seems very silly, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
Oh, well, I suppose we better turn the telescreen on or something. Have a look and see
Suppose
what's
so.
going on.
We might as well keep an eye on just where we're drifting. Yeah. You know, I was just thinking, Mitch.
Your word.
Yes, believe it or not. I suppose this is what sailors felt like in the ancient days. You know, when there was no wind and their ship was caught in a strong current and
Yeah.
things looked pretty hopeless. They just...
And what is it, Rocky?
Hey. Hey, look.
What?
Come here, look. See?
Where?
Head there.
Yeah.
I think that's a planet.
Just a minute. I'll blow it up and we have a better look.
All right.
There we are.
Steady, don't lose it.
I got it. Bring it up a little on the...
All right.
Bring in the
That's
oscilloscope,
good. That's good there. All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Got it. Hey, you're right. I think it is a planet.
Yeah.
Hey, what do we do? We go in and have a look-see?
Well, I don't know, Mitch. I was just wondering if it's really worth it. Take a look again. See? The place seems to be almost completely wrapped in a cloud.
Yeah, you're right, Rocky. Still, we got nothing to lose. We may as well have a look, huh? You never know what we might find.
Oh, well, I hate to appear pessimistic again, Mitch, but it's pretty certain what we'd find on that planet.
What do you mean?
Well, look at it, wrapped in cloud like that. There'd only be constant rain and a steamy mass of jungle-covered swamp.
Well, maybe, but, well, we could have a look.
Yeah, perhaps. And yet... Oh, no, Mitch. No, I can't see what good it would do. It couldn't provide us with a suitable living place.
Nah, but it could break the monotony a bit. Oh, come on, Rocky. You never know. The Taurus might be down there underneath those clouds somewhere.
The Taurus?
Yeah.
Oh, Mitch, it's not very likely.
Well, it could be. And they might be needing us.
Yeah, if I thought... Oh, no, Mitch, no. It's too fantastic to think that they could suddenly appear right in our path like that.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, rain and jungle. Why couldn't we run across a planet worth investigating?
Little dreaming the heavy clouds really do hide the ship they have come to find, Rocky leans across the control panel. A short burst on the deflector rockets, and the streak is drifting slowly past. At this very moment, Paul and Ivan are swooping toward a range of rocky, rain-drenched hills.
Look, Paul. The creatures must have a nest somewhere. See, over there they are circling.
That'll give us more time to catch up with them.
We are so much closer, I'm beginning to fear we might be seen.
Well, we've got ray guns, haven't we?
Yes, but these lizards, they are such powerful things.
Oh, well, we'll see. I think they're heading for that valley.
Yes, you are right. We had better think of a plan of action.
Well, the main thing is to wipe them out before they can hurt Ilma.
There will be the danger of hitting Ilma with ray fire, of course.
Say, if they nest up there, maybe others do too.
Yes, very likely.
Well, what do we do if they come at us?
We must do the best we can. Oh, look, Paul, look. They are dropping down to that cleft in the rock.
If we drop down to the top of it, maybe we'll be close enough to do something.
Yes, you're right. Now is the time. Slowly, Paul, not too fastly, Paul.
Hey, look! Here comes the other one out again.
Flying in circles. He's keeping guard.
He's seen us. Here he comes. Keep firing.
Drop, then hover, quickly!
Now!
Hit!
You got him underneath. Look out, he'll fall on us. Oh, missed by inches.
Quickly! Down to the cliff, the one with Ilma!
There it is. Looking this way. Must have heard the other.
Quickly! Before it flies at us!
He's hurt.
We have been trapped!
It's dead.
Quickly! Down to Ilma! Ilma! Ilma!
How is she? Is she...
I don't know. Ilma, speak to
Surely
me.
it can't have.
She doesn't seem injured. Ilma, speak to me.
It's all right. It's all right. We've got you.
Yes, Ilma.
Poor Ivan!
It is all right, Ilma. Ilma, we have killed.
It was horrible. Horrible! Oh, no, no.
You're not hurt, Ilma.
No, you're not hurt, Ilma.
Oh, no.
Have a look there.
My shoulders.
Oh, it's the talent.
Oh.
They dug right in. Oh, but you'll be all right now, Ilma.
Yeah, come on. Let's get back to the Taurus and climb out of these wet things. Then we can...
Oh, listen! Listen!
Look up! More of those things. The place is swarming with them. And I think they know we are here.
Monstrous shadows float across the cleft where the three cower. There is the beat of powerful wings, and ugly great flying lizards are swooping toward them with harsh cries. How can they escape this increased peril? There is thrilling action ahead, so be sure you hear the next chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space. Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr! When Ilma was carried off by a great flying lizard, Paul and Ivan used the Astrosian anti-gravity belt to follow. Finally, the monsters led them to a barren range of hills where they had a nest in a cleft. One attacked the boys and was killed by ray fire. The other was slaughtered in the crevice to which it had brought its victim. But no sooner had Ilma recovered from her faint of terror than there was the mighty beating of wings, and great shadows crossed and recrossed the opening above their heads.
Listen! The place is swarming with those monsters. They must know we're here.
Oh, it's no good. We'll never escape. Oh,
We didn't come all this way and slaughter two of those things just to finish up as dinner for their relatives. Oh, phew, the stink down here.
terrible.
Come on, Ivan, let's get out.
You mean you want to go up there now?
Sure. Let's go up and shoot it out with those things.
Oh, but there seem so many.
But
We'll
if
never
we
do it.
expose ourselves, there will be no hope.
Oh, well, look, we can't draw a bead on them from down here. Just waiting for them to swoop past that gap up there.
Look, here we are in a good defensive position.
For my money, we're just cooped up.
It is difficult for them to get at us in this narrow
Then
space.
please, let's stay here. Oh, I couldn't face them again.
Oh, look, Ilma. All I want to do is try and clear the way so we can get the heck out of here.
Look, once you get above the edge of that rock up there, you'll be exposed. Half a dozen could swoop down on you all at once.
Oh, yeah. Well, then what do we do? You suggest a better idea.
Well, let me see now. Have a good look around us. Look, see up there. There is a ledge just 3 or 4 feet from the top. Now, perhaps if you could reach that.
Oh, I get you. Pop up, take a shot at them, and then duck back again.
Yes, that is right.
Well, come on then. Let's try it.
Now, be careful when you set the gravity belt. If we rise too quickly, we may be out of the cliff before we can stop.
Oh, please be careful, Ivan.
We promise, Ilma. Now, are you right, Paul?
Right.
Don't let them get hold of you. Good luck.
Thanks. Okay. This should do it, Ivan.
The ledge is quite wide. When we stand, our head and shoulders will be above the edge.
Yeah. Hey, look out! Oh, its talons missed me by inches.
Shoot, Paul. Let them have it.
For a moment, the two boys crouch against the sheltering rock. Then they rise and stand. Huge, scaly bodies soar and wheel above. Hooded eyes glare balefully. Mighty wings clash and rustle. With a swooping dive, two of the creatures hurtle downwards, talons outstretched viciously. The ray guns spit, and with a screaming squawk, one body is plummeting to earth. The second flutters weakly above the rocky crags, lands, topples sideways, and lies still. But there are others, many others. The fight rages for a long time.
We must have killed a dozen of them, Van.
Yes, unfortunately, there are still many more.
Oh, look, how long did we get away with it?
Look out, folks!
Thanks. They just don't give up. Ah, missed.
Careful, it will swoop around. Keep down and... Oh, that is strange.
It's gone right on. Flying down that way.
Yes. Look, Paul, there are hardly any left.
Oh, don't tell me we've scared them off at last.
I'm going to risk taking a look.
You're not climbing right out of here.
Just for a moment. Cover me with your pistol.
You right? Can you see anything, Van?
Yes. A sort of cannibal feast. Oh, they have turned to the ones we killed.
Like those other things did.
It might be our chance to get away while they are still occupied.
Okay, then let's get moving. Fast. Coming down, Ilma.
Have they gone? Have they really gone?
We slaughtered about a dozen. The others think that's too good a feat to be missed.
Mind out below. Just move aside. We're going to try to get away from here, Ilma.
Oh, then let's go quickly.
Nice weather for a flight. It's actually stopped raining.
We will take you by an arm each, as we did before.
And use the gravity belt.
Oh, it's going to be a long carry back to the ship, Van.
Yes. Oh, Ilma, you had better put an arm around each of our shoulders. There. That will be better.
Well, come on, let's shake it up before those things come looking for a dessert.
Is this right?
Yes, that is right. Now, hold tightly.
Here we go.
Oh, listen to them.
Yeah. Quite a party they're having.
Let's hope none of them notice us. Keep rising.
They're too busy quarreling to... Hey, say, there's one that's seen us. He's coming after us.
I will deal with him. You keep a tight hold on Ilma.
Ivan, shoot! Quickly!
I want to make sure.
Got it. Oh, too close.
What is it? What happened?
We're going down.
Oh, its wing caught me.
Oh, no.
Look at that pick of rock.
Look out! Oh, it just grazed it.
Oh, more than grazed, I'm afraid.
Ivan, are you hurt?
No, my belt took the jar.
Oh, we're rising again.
At least those things aren't following.
Yeah, you can relax now, honey. All we have to do is get a bearing back to the Taurus.
Yes, let us see. Beyond that forked stream, I think, in line with the double hill.
Right. Well, now we just hope nothing else attacks us on the way.
Keeping a tight hold on each other, they float onwards. A strange sight. 3 civilized beings adrift over a tangled wilderness of savagery and peril. Meanwhile, the Streak is passing only a few hundred miles out in space.
Hey, Rocky boy, this sure is interesting. Yeah, it's like looking back into the past.
Yeah?
Think you ought to take a look. Oh, why don't you, huh?
Yeah, good idea.
Well, come on then, boy.
What?
I said, come on.
Come on, what?
Have a look.
Oh, Mitch, what are you talking about?
What am I giggling grasshoppers? I like that. You just said it'd be a good idea. I don't know. When you get your nose stuck in those books, you just go into some sort of trance or something.
Oh, well, Mitch, you can't study celestial mathematics without concentration, you know?
What?
Celestial mathematics.
Ah.
Anyway, don't worry. If we're ever going to get back to Earth, I've got to find the formula that'll get us there, you know that. Here, hey, what's that you've got on the radar screen?
Oh, I'm taking a peek at that planet we're passing. It's right in the beam now.
Hmm?
Sure is prehistoric looking.
Hey, let me see.
See those great blobs moving about in the radar pattern?
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute, I'll get it clearer. Just a sec. I'll boost it up.
All right.
There we are. Now, if those aren't prehistoric monsters, you can shoot me.
Hey, yes, I think you're right. Jungles, swamps, and monsters. You know, I was about right in what I expected of that place, Mitch.
Yeah, sure were, Rocky. Wouldn't like to try and make a happy home down there. Oh, man, if we can't get out of this neck of the universe, I hope we can find some place where a guy could settle down. Hey, you know, Di ought to get a look at this.
Yeah, she's writing a report on the plutonium spectrum she picked up. Hey, you know, it's pity there's all that cloud there. We can only get a radar pattern. On the telescreen, that'd really be worth seeing.
Say, there's a mighty monster of some sort.
Yeah?
Wonder what that could be, huh?
Where?
Over there. See, wait a minute, I'll blow it up a
All
little
right,
bit
bring it
further,
up.
see if I can get it.
All that cloud, you really don't see much at all, you know?
No, look, I'll bring in the reactivator and boost it up on the ignition circuit there, you see?
All right.
Right, just get it
Steady.
up.
Don't
Yeah.
go too high now.
Nah, how's that, huh?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? It looks like a monster to me.
Yeah, it does in a way. I can't imagine what it could be.
Nah.
Hey.
Hmm?
I don't believe.
What?
Hey, Mitch, look! It's almost like... Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be, too. Just what I was starting to think. A rocket ship.
Well, it is a rocket ship, I'm sure, Mitch.
Just a second.
Bring it up a little clearer,
Yeah.
can you?
There we are.
Oh, if only I could get down below these clouds, but I'm too down now.
Nah. Yeah, it looks like Earth design, too.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocky. You don't think maybe that could be the Taurus, do you?
The Taurus.
Yeah.
Mitch, it must be.
Nah. Nah, look, maybe we're just kidding ourselves, Rocky. You know, it's a pretty long range. It looks very, very fuzzy around the edges there.
Yeah.
Can't really get a clear image. For all we know, there's something else down there that's the same shape as the spaceship.
Yeah. But it seems too much of a coincidence, Mitch. Oh, I mean, what else could possibly be that shape, really?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Stand by. Rocky on intercom, Di. Can you hear me, Di? It's Rocky on intercom. Stand by. We're changing course.
You going down there, Rocky?
You bet I am, Mitch. If that is the Taurus, we'll soon know.
Boys, are you sure you can still carry me?
Sure, Ilma, quit worrying.
Oh, it must be such a strain.
It is nothing, Ilma. Do not worry. But there is something else worrying me.
Yeah, me too.
Then you have noticed, Paul.
We're losing height.
I thought perhaps I imagined it.
Ever since we left the hills, we've been coming down the sort of long glide.
Going down? But they'd land us in the jungle.
Yes, I know.
Perhaps your anti-gravity belts aren't set at the right control.
Well, mine is.
I will check mine again. Yes, it's the same as last time. I checked it several times.
But if we come down...
Oh, cheer up, Ilma. We'll make it. Evan, do you think you can fly level with the two of us? If you low all the time, it makes it a bit hard on me.
I'm afraid I cannot help it. And, Paul, I'm sorry to say it is getting worse. You remember when we crashed into the rock? This little box on the right-hand side of my belt took the full force.
You mean it's damaged?
I'm afraid so. And steadily getting worse.
Why didn't you tell us?
I thought there was no need to worry you until necessary. Paul!
You're dragging us both down. Do something, Evan.
There's nothing I can do. I've tried.
Oh, we're slipping down. We're going faster.
Oh,
Quick.
my belt has failed. We will have to land and travel the rest on foot.
In a steady sideways glide, the three figures slip down toward the sodden jungle below. Can they possibly reach safety on foot when the miles they must travel are roamed by savage monsters of every kind? There are thrills and excitement ahead, so don't miss the next chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space. Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr. Passing a cloud-enshrouded planet, Rocky and Mitch have picked up on the radar screen something that looks like a spaceship. Rocky decides to investigate and discover whether it is the Taurus. Meanwhile, the crew of the Taurus are in grave danger. They have escaped from the savage flying lizards, but as they soar back toward the Taurus, Ivan's anti-gravity belt fails. Slowly but inevitably, they glide down toward the savage jungle below.
We'll crash into the tops of those trees down there.
There's a space right below. I'll alter my belt control so we fall straight down.
Paul! Paul, it's too fast. We're falling too
Oh,
fast.
keep a good hold, you two. I'm switching it on again. It'll break the fall.
Paul, my grip. I'm slipping. I can't hold anymore.
Ivan!
Don't let go, Ilma.
Oh, Ivan fell. He fell like a
Well,
stone.
hang on. Bring Lily down. Get ready for the thud. Oh, easy. You all right?
Yes. Ooh, my arms. They're so stiff from holding on.
Yeah, mine too.
Ivan!
He's over there somewhere, I think.
Ivan!
Better not make too much noise. Never know what we'll bring on ourselves. Oh, come on.
I hope he's not hurt.
Can't understand why he couldn't hold on a couple of minutes longer.
You know what? I think he did it deliberately, to make it easier for us.
Oh, there he is.
Ivan! He's not moving, Paul. Surely he's not.
Well, we'll soon see. Looks as if he crashed into this tree.
Ivan.
He's moving.
What happened?
Ivan.
How did I...
You let go, remember?
Oh, my head.
Ivan, can we do anything for you?
Ilma. No, it is all right. I have a great lump and a headache, but I am well. Oh, my arms are stiff, though. We had better not waste too much time, eh?
Will you be okay to walk?
Yes. Yes, do not worry.
Oh, listen.
Oh, we'll have to watch out for those things.
Which way to the Taurus? We can see no landmarks down there. Here?
Well, I took a compass bearing. The direction should be... Let me see. That way.
Good man, Paul. Oh, it's raining again.
Oh, can we make a start and get away from here?
Yeah. Look, you better get in the middle, Ilma.
And keep careful watch all around. You all better have your ray guns ready, too.
Well, I think it's going to take more than ray fire to kill one of those huge monsters if we meet one.
And we'll have to take care we don't meet one. Come on, let's get moving.
Rocky, do you think it really is the Taurus?
I can't tell for sure, Di. But if it isn't, I just can't imagine what ship it could be.
Oh, this cloud goes on and on.
Yes, I know. Where's Mitch?
Filling the oxy cylinders of our spacesuits in case we need them.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling we won't.
We're through?
Yes. Now bring it up on the telescreens, please, Di.
Yes.
Bit more.
Rocky,
Yeah?
it's like looking at a prehistoric world.
It certainly is. Nice, pleasant spot. Can you get it a little clearer, please, Di? Bit more.
There,
Yeah, it's good. Fine. Can you hold that?
yes.
Oh, look. Look, there. It is a spaceship. Hey, Mitch was right, too. It's the Taurus.
The Taurus. It's ironic, isn't it? We traveled for months in search of it and then nearly flew right past it.
Yeah. It's the Taurus, all right. No doubt about it. Oh, I wonder if those kids are all right.
Oh, dear, it looks as though they crashed.
It certainly does look as if they crashed. Well, we'll soon know. Mitch. Calling Mitch. This is Rocky on intercom, Mitch. Stand by for deceleration and landing procedure any minute from now. We've found the Taurus, and we're going to investigate.
Giggling grasshopper. She made a crash landing all right, Rocky.
Yeah, she certainly did. Oh, this rain.
Get you down on it.
Certainly does. What a place to crash land.
Yeah. Just as well I brought my new plastic raincoat.
Yeah. Certainly is. Hey, look. Look at that hull. Badly dented.
Hey, look at the deflector beams round here.
Yeah, I know it.
They're really torn apart.
She's in pretty bad shape, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I just been thinking.
Huh?
She must have hit the swamp there and then sort of bounced.
Yeah, you can see the skid marks over there.
Yeah,
That jar would be tremendous.
certainly would.
Oh, dear, those 3 kids would... Rocky, you going inside?
Yeah, well, we'll have to find out, I suppose,
Hey,
Doc.
Rocky.
Yeah?
This airlock's been opened.
Been opened?
Yeah, look at it.
Hey, that's a mighty hopeful sign.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, let's get out of this rain. Come on, let's go inside.
Oh, that's a lot better. You know, we seem to do nothing but make inspection tours and crash ships this trip.
Yeah, that's true enough. Wait a minute, I'll see if I get any response.
Yeah. Hello there! Hello! Hello! Anybody here?
No, I'm afraid there's no answer.
Yeah, it's not so hopeful, huh? Oh, here's the control deck. Now we'll look around. There's nobody in here, Rocky.
I say, look at this.
Yeah? What?
There's a first aid kit.
Yes, so it is. Hey, wait a minute. Look at this seat, will you? It's all bent. Hey, that's been cut through with a hacksaw.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like they've been pretty busy in here after the crash.
Yeah.
Someone was hurt,
Yes,
too.
it certainly looks like it, doesn't it, Di? And what's more, someone was imprisoned under that seat.
Yeah, but there's no one here now. Where do you reckon they could have cleared to?
Do you think perhaps they've just wandered into the jungle a little way?
But for what, Di? Why? They'd have everything they wanted right here.
Yeah, if they were anywhere near, they couldn't have missed hearing the street come down, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
True enough, Mitch, true enough. And if they did wander a little way, they'd surely be back by now. The more I see of this, the less I like it. Something's happened. They've either gone off or they've been carried off into that jungle.
And that means they could be anywhere.
Hmm.
Do you realize that finding them was going to be pretty hopeless?
You have said it, chicken. I'd hate to try finding anyone in that stretch of greenery.
Yes, I know. However, we've got to try and find them just the same.
Try and find them? You kidding, Rocky?
No, Mitch, I'm not kidding.
Well, how could you see anybody out in there? Now, how do you know which way to look?
Oh, I know all that, Mitch. I know all that. But we came to find them, and we just can't give up the job now. Besides, those kids may need us. They may need us badly. Oh, come on. It's no good talking. Let's get started.
Yes, but how to get started, Rocky? What are you going to do?
Well, we're going to use the street, Di. Don't forget, we got telescreens of high magnification. We'll find those kids if we have to cruise every inch of this planet to do it.
Are you all right, Ilma?
Oh, yes, Ivan.
Well, I'm not. I'm drenched to the skin, and I'm miserable, and...
Keep still.
What?
Shh. Do not move. Over there.
Look there.
Mighty Ike. The biggest snake in the universe.
I saw it just in time. Don't move yet. It's going away.
Oh, my knees feel like jelly.
It was as big as a 3-foot pipeline. Come on, let's get out of here in case it comes back.
Does it seem to you that it's getting dark, Paul?
Yes, it does.
We've got to reach the Taurus before night comes.
Surely it cannot be far now. Check the course again, Paul.
Yeah. Well, the compass says we're right, and... Wait a minute.
What is it, Paul?
There's something wrong with this compass. The needle seems to be stuck.
Then we could have been going in any direction.
You mean we're not near the Taurus?
I guess we could be anywhere.
Oh, night coming. And those horrible things. Oh, what can we do?
I reckon the only chance is for me to use the gravity belt to float up over this and take a look-see. If I get high enough, I'll probably catch sight of the Taurus.
Then do it, Paul, do it.
There's a break in the trees here. Won't be long. There's nothing happening. I'll reset the belt control.
Then it seems your belt has failed too.
Then we're lost.
I don't like the sound of that thing.
It seems to be coming closer.
Oh, let's keep moving away from it, please.
The more we move, the more we're likely to be lost.
If only it is possible to climb a tree inside the Taurus.
Would we find a tree high enough?
Oh, listen, that comes from the other direction.
They're all around us.
Well, which way?
Let me see. It sounds as if no direction is safe.
We've got to do something.
Looks like we go up a tree anyhow.
Those things could push a tree over without even trying.
Why should they? If we don't know that they don't know we're there. Come on, let's start climbing.
There may be snakes or spiders.
We will have to take a risk. I will give you a lift, Ilma. There we are. Grab the branch above you.
Oh.
They're coming, all right.
I saw one. Oh, I saw one. Look, it's like 10 elephants. And they're huge teeth.
Oh, it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well, a lot of good being up here will do. Look at the height of it.
We must climb higher. Now, quickly.
Ivana, I'm scared.
Yes, I know we're all scared, Ilma. Climb quickly.
Oh, there are more of them. They're trampling down everything in their path.
Keep climbing.
Can't go any
This is
faster.
as high as we can go.
It doesn't look too good, Ivan.
No, I think they sense we are here.
Listen. What's that?
It's no animal.
A ship. A spaceship. In a moment it will pass over us.
We've got to let them know we're here. We've got to.
Yeah, but how?
Only one way. I will fire a ray gun. They may see it.
They'll saw all those things there.
It is our only chance. I will fire.
Again. Fire again.
They didn't see. They went past Ivan. They didn't see.
They didn't, but the monsters did. Oh, they discovered us.
Clinging desperately to their shaky refuge, Paul, Ivan, and Ilma look down in despair at the huge creatures lumbering toward them. Their roars seem to shake the earth. Their teeth are like rows of huge pointed tusks. What can the fugitives do to escape this peril? There is excitement to come, so don't miss the next gripping chapter of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space. Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr. The missing Taurus is discovered at last. But when Rocky lands near the crashed ship and investigates, Paul, Ivan, and Ilma are nowhere to be seen. Rocky decides to circle the planet in the streak, using the telescreen to search for them. Some miles away, the three missing youngsters are lost in the primeval jungle. Night is at hand, and the savage roaring of tremendous monsters drives them to seek safety in a tree. Suddenly they hear the rocket motors of the streak. Ivan fires his ray gun to attract attention, but the ship passes by.
They didn't see us.
But the monsters did. That ray flash has given us away.
Oh, they're coming towards us.
Like 10 elephants in one.
Look at those teeth.
They'll reach us up here easily, won't they?
Yes, easily.
What about the ray guns?
Oh,
Can we...
Paul, against all that armor plate, the only chance we have is to fire at their eyes. It's our only hope.
Oh, they've stopped.
Here they come again.
Well, at least we can die fighting. Now!
Made him hesitate.
Oh, we've hit him. Look at it, thrashing around.
You've blinded it.
Yeah, but if it thrashes over this way...
Oh, look out! Another one!
Well, it is only a matter of time. This tree and all of us will be smashed to pulp.
I tell you, Rocky boy, I saw a ray gun flash back there where the screen picked up those horror monsters.
Oh, it's wishful thinking, Mitch. I saw nothing.
I tell you, it was there. Rocky, didn't you see it?
Well, I can't fly the streak and watch the telescreens too, Mitch. Well, not at this altitude.
All the time we're getting further away. Why don't you go back and have a look?
Yeah, but Di saw nothing.
Ah, she must have blinked at the time. Ray blast doesn't last long.
Well, maybe it won't hurt to investigate.
You're going to turn back, Rocky?
Yes, Di. Stand by. Firing deflector rockets.
Another 40 degrees yet.
Right. Up. That's it. Now, keep a good watch, both of you.
Let's hope they fire again.
That herd of dinosaurs, or whatever it was, will give us some idea of the place. Oh, I hope you were right, Mitch.
Yeah.
Heaven knows how they got themselves so far in the jungle away from their ship.
I'm going to water the telebeam setting. Angle it forward so we can pick up what's ahead.
Good, right, Mitch. It'll give me time to slow this ship up.
Mitch, look.
Huh?
There, see?
Ray fire. I was right. Reduce speed, Rocky.
All right, stand by.
Yeah, it's the spot, all right. I can see those elephants' ancestors or wherever they are.
Uh-huh.
There's another flash.
Huh? Where?
Mitch!
Huh?
Look! Those things are attacking them.
Giggling grasshoppers. They're trapped up in a tree. Hey, Rocky, we have got to do something quick.
We certainly have. All right there. Mitch, man the ray cannon.
Yeah, right.
Hurry up, Mitch.
All right,
those
I'm doing the
things.
best I can.
Can't you see? Look, they're rearing up at them.
All right, be careful there, Mitch. Be very careful. Don't you hit the youngsters.
Okay. Deflection left.
Here's a bit more.
Yeah, come on, left.
Right. How's that?
That's it. Steady as you go.
All right, steady as she goes.
There.
Oh, good shooting,
Good work, Mitch.
Yeah, we'll bring her around again, Rocky.
All right, round a bit more.
Now, deflection right.
Deflection right.
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 Come on, hand over.
Over.
Hold it.
Right.
Steady. Up a bit, up.
Deflection up.
Right, here it comes.
Right.
Hey, I didn't get the tree, did I?
Oh, you must have missed it by inches.
Good work, Mitch.
Ah, it's nothing.
What's the tally?
4 killed. And the others are making off.
Oh, that's wonderful, Mitch. All right, now stand by. We're going down.
Standing by.
Right. Be ready for landing procedure.
The space lock's open. They're coming, Ivan.
I wonder who they are.
Well, whoever they are, they saved our lives.
Hello there.
That is an Earth voice.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Well, it looks as if we found you just in time. Wait. Hey, the girl. Is she hurt?
Fainted. As soon as we climbed down the tree, she went out like a light.
Oh, I don't wonder. Here. Let me have a look at her. Let me see if I can bring her around.
Sure. Thank you, man.
She is. How do you think she is, Di?
Oh, I don't know, Rocky. She looks pretty bad.
She certainly does. Oh, you'll be Paul Steinberg. I should think, right?
Yeah.
This would be Ivan Kromat, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Well, cut this
How
away.
do you know us?
Well, it's not so surprising, really, seeing that I've chased you nearly out of the universe.
We owe you our lives, Mr.
Starr, Rocky Starr. Just a minute.
Rocky Starr?
Oh, just a minute. Hold it, kids. How is she, Di?
Yes, here she is.
Good.
She's coming around a bit.
Yes, I can hear.
But wait a minute, I'll cut this way.
All right. Just stand back a bit, kids. Back a bit. More air.
That's better.
Ilma.
Poor kid.
Yeah. How's that?
That's better.
I think she's right.
Yes, she is.
Is she coming round?
Yes.
All right, then. If she's okay, we'll get back to the ship. Just in case Mitch gets trigger happy on that ray cannon. Well, this craft certainly came a nasty wallop when she crashed. You're very lucky to be alive.
Giggling grasshoppers, yeah. They get mixed up with flying lizards and those other things as well. How lucky can you get?
We would not have been lucky at all if you had not come by.
Well, you can thank Mitch for that.
Ah, wasn't anything.
It's true, Mitch. Well, you wanted adventure, and I should think you've found it. I suppose you're satisfied now.
Yeah, all I want is to see good old Mother Earth again.
Oh, that'd be
here.
the most wonderful thing.
Well, you realize you're going to be faced with an inquiry as a result of all this. It's a serious thing, you know, that you've done. Spaceships are very expensive things, and to make off with one...
What is it, Rocky?
Oh, I was forgetting, Di, that's all.
Forgetting what, Mr. Starr?
Well, it's not so easy getting back to Earth. There's some kind of time barrier in the way.
A time barrier?
Yeah. The further you travel towards Earth, the further away you get. Yeah, it's enough to send any self-respecting spaceman to the Red House.
Yeah, what, Mitch?
Look across there, Rocky. Some of those monsters nosing about.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't sound too friendly towards us, do they?
Well, they certainly don't. Time barrier or not, the first thing to do is to get away from this place. Mitch. You say there's nothing seriously wrong with the Taurus.
Well, I was just about to check the deflector rockets on the beam circuit, so if you'll hold on just a sec, I'll make sure they're okay, and then we can give you the final word.
Okay, but shake it up, will you, Mitch?
Yeah,
I don't like the sound of those monsters. Come on, Mitch, shake it up, boy.
I'm doing the best I can. This thing is stuck. That's it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I just put the solenoid back.
Yep.
The deflector button. Right. The fuse.
Well, how's that?
She's set. Yeah.
Good boy.
It's checked all right now. And I got some news for you. She may fly like a tin can, but she'll fly.
Well, that's the main thing. Good for you, Mitch. Nice work. Let's get ready for takeoff. Once we're safely out in space again, we can decide what's to be done about getting home to Earth or staying out here. Now, just for safety, I'll take the Taurus up myself.
While Mitch keeps guard with the ray cannon, powerful hydraulic jacks raise the Taurus to a reasonable takeoff position. Soon all is ready. Armor-plated monsters watch with tiny, cruel eyes, until a sudden eruption of sound and flame sends them crashing away in terror. Slowly, the two ships rise, then race upwards toward the clouds and space. Some time later, they lie near each other, motionless in the dark void. Those aboard the Taurus watch something through the windows.
Well, there he goes, back to the streak.
It seems so strange to see a man float through the space like that.
Rocky Starr, eh?
Gee.
Well, if he can't get us back to Earth, no one will.
I am not going back, Paul.
What?
You heard what I said? I am not going.
You're crazy, Ivan.
I will not be tried like some criminal, I who have traveled unknown space.
It's only fair that we should face up to things, Ivan.
Besides, we don't know that we'll get there yet. There's still that time barrier, remember?
If we get through, it will be perhaps too late.
Ivan!
You better snap out of this. And keep away from the controls. Keep away.
Sorry. I'm a little upset after all we have been through. Forget what I said.
I'll help you off with the helmet, Rocky boy. Yeah. Right. There we are. How'd the Taurus fly?
Oh, thanks, Mitch. Well, much better than I expected. Now, the big question again. As soon as I've got out of this spacesuit, I'm going to have another look at that chart we got from the crashed ship.
Well, I hope you'll find out something from it. You've looked at it, you're almost blue in the face already.
Yeah.
Now, how are the kids?
Oh, fine, considering all they've been through. They're good youngsters. Come on, up to the control deck.
Okay.
Hey, where's Di?
Just getting a meal ready for you.
Oh, good for her. I could use one. I told the others on the Taurus to follow whatever course we take.
Yeah, if we can get one to take.
Yeah, the answer must be on these wavy lines on this chart. Why is the line of those U's on their sides like this?
Dunno.
And why does the open end point away from the time barrier?
Insect people, another language. It could mean anything.
Yeah.
Hello, detector dials registering radioactivity.
Radioactivity?
Yeah.
But where could it be coming from?
Dying down already, just a short burst. A short burst! I'm right, it was rocket motors, the Taurus.
Hey, what's happening?
She's leaving us. Look, there she goes, off on the course of her own. Rocky, one of those kids must have got space happy.
So Ivan has carried out his threat. Unnerved by the dangers and responsibilities of the trip, he has sent the Taurus streaking away into space. But how has he done this? What of Paul and Ilma? And how will Rocky deal with this problem and with the barrier that keeps them from Earth? There is excitement and action ahead, so don't miss the next thrilling episode of this Rocky Starr adventure, Lost in Space.
Lost in Space, an adventure with Rocky Starr.
Rocky has found the Taurus and her joyriding crew at last, and just in time to save them from the monsters that were attacking them. The two spaceships left the cloud-enwrapped planet and were hovering in space while Rocky wrestled again with the problem of getting through the time barrier that keeps them from returning to Earth. But suddenly Mitch noticed the dials were registering radioactivity. A glance through the windows revealed the Taurus streaking away into space.
Someone on that ship's gone space crazy, Rocky.
We've got to get after her. Rocky on intercom, Di. Rocky on intercom. Stand by for rapid acceleration. Firing rockets. Firing rockets again.
Now we catch up, all right, but how do we stop them?
It's easy enough with an enemy ship. We can't use those methods on the Taurus.
No, we can't hurt those kids after finding them at last.
We'll catch them before long. They haven't the streak speed.
Nah.
Hey, Mitch, I think I have it.
What?
I'll pull alongside so our airlock is opposite theirs.
Yeah?
You better climb into your spacesuit. You're going aboard.
The space lock mechanism will be locked and fight.
Well, then burst the lock open with ray fire.
Okay, Rocky. Then I take over, huh? Gonna take some tricky navigating. The crumb at the controls of that thing does anything crazy. Man!
I think we can rely on you, Mitch. All right, now get ready. We'll be up with them before long.
Her rockets firing again, the streak steadily overtakes the runaway. Meanwhile, on the Taurus's control deck, the atmosphere is tense.
You're crazy, Ivan. Crazy. You'll kill us.
I know what I am doing.
Oh, please, Ivan. They've found us. We can go back to Earth. Remember? Earth. You want to see Earth again?
I have flown further into space than anyone, and I will not be tried like a criminal for it.
Oh, you won't, Ivan.
Stay where you are.
You wouldn't shoot. I'm Paul, remember?
If you do not stand back, I will shoot. Yeah, right back. That is better.
Look, we did take this ship, Ivan. Now we must be prepared
Shut up. Shut up, I am tired of your talk. I'm in command here, so shut up and... What is that?
It's a streak. She's drawing alongside. There, I told you we couldn't get away from her.
Let her fly alongside. They can do nothing.
Paul, a space lock's opening.
Man in the spacesuit. He's gonna board us. Now maybe you'll give up, Ivan.
I will not. I will crash us both first.
No, Ivan, look. The streak has a ray cannon trained on us.
I'll bet the moment you try a false move, they'll let us have it.
No.
Well, I'm going down to open the airlock and let that man in.
Stay where you are, Paul.
Look, the cannon.
What?
Thanks, Ilma. Sorry, Ivan. Now I've got the gun. Come on, stand away from the controls. I'm going to fire the deceleration rockets.
So, you didn't have to force the airlock after all, Mitch.
Nah, just as well, Rocky. Didn't like the idea of raying it. Di tells me she's going across the Taurus now.
Yeah, that's why I had you bring Ivan back with you. I think it's best we keep him where we can keep an eye on him until his nerve settles.
Yeah.
I can fly the Taurus.
Where to? You figured a way through that time barrier thing yet?
No, afraid not.
Hey, where's Ivan now?
Asleep. We gave him a sedative.
Yeah, the crummy time barrier. Yeah, it makes you realize how they must have felt back in the old days when they couldn't get through the sound barrier.
Yeah.
Now, my grandpappy used to talk about that. How one guy, Rocky. Rocky, boy, that might be it.
Oh, Mitch, this is time, not sound.
No, look, never mind that, Rocky. Now, listen, when they were trying to crash the sound barrier, planes used to go into an uncontrollable dive, remember?
Right, yeah.
Now, those old crates, they had control column. To get out of a dive, you had to pull it back.
Yeah, but what's all this to do with...
Relax, boy. Don't get on the high horse. Just take it easy. I'm coming to it. Nobody got through that sound barrier till one guy got the idea of pushing the stick forward instead of pulling it back. Now, somehow, instead of sending the crate into a dive, it counteracted things. Yeah. You get it?
Hey, where's that chart?
Here we are.
I think you just might have hit on something, Mitch.
Yeah. All those U's, they could be curved arrows meaning turn around and go back.
Yeah. We thought of that, but we didn't realize what it could mean. Like your sound barrier. Now, perhaps when we reach this point here, we have to do the reverse of what we feel is right. We turn around and travel away from the place that we're trying to reach.
Yeah, that must be it. No, it sounds too screwy. How could you reach anywhere by going away from it?
Well, in the old days, who would have thought that you could pull a plane out of a dive by pushing it into it?
Yeah, could be.
Hey, Mitch, check your fuses.
Right.
And the fixes, too. We're going the way we came. And when we reach this point here, we're going to turn around and see what happens.
How long since we turned around, Rocky?
Half an hour.
Half an hour? Is that all? It seems like weeks.
Yeah. Is the Taurus still with us?
Yeah. Hey, Rocky, you think we should make a few calculations to see if maybe we're getting any closer to home?
It's too early yet, Mitch.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, it feels all wrong. Oh, Rocky, we can't be doing anything but going right to where we just come from.
Time will show, Mitch. We'll just have to wait and see.
It's 4 hours, Rocky.
It's too soon yet.
Oh, quit being hard to get on with. Surely we should be able to tell by now.
Mitch, we must travel long enough to get a definite change of angle when we're taking sightings for the first fix.
Yeah, but just one little calculation.
No, Mitch, not yet. Mitch. Hey, Mitch! Mitch, wake up! Come on, wake up!
Oh, it's not my turn to cook breakfast, is it?
Now, Mitch,
Huh?
come
What?
on.
Hey, how long have I been asleep?
7 hours.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we better take fixes and work things out.
Don't worry, I've already done it.
Oh, you have? No dice, sir.
Here are the calculations. Our estimated position.
Yeah. Well, I told you it was screwy turning away and... What? Hey, this shows us past that plutonium star thing.
Well, it should. We've been traveling for nearly 24 hours. Here, come over here.
Huh?
There. Now, look at that magna screen.
A planet.
Yes, but look closer.
It's got rings. Saturn.
Yes, Saturn. Still a long way off. And beyond that, Earth, Mitch.
Oh, 30 was right. We're on our way home at last.
The mystery is solved. Out in the unchanging solar night, the hours pile up into days, into weeks, into months. And then, at long last...
Man, did you ever see anything as beautiful as that? I could look at it for hours, Rocky.
Earth.
Hmm.
You know, there's no planet like it, Mitch.
Nah.
The green, the blue, the clouds. Ah, it's really beautiful.
And those beautiful little rivers where you can go fishing.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as I get my holidays this time, I'm going to get me
You're
a little
going
boat
fishing.
and go out fishing. Just think of it early morning there, the sun just starting to creep up over the
Mitch,
hills.
pardon me, did you ever really catch a fish?
Did I ever catch you?
Ah, you certainly love old Earth, don't you, Mitch?
Yeah.
You know,
I
you've
think
been
it's
sitting
the
there
most.
pop-eyed ever since we fell into the orbit. Did you know that?
Well, can you blame a guy? Anyway, I'm not the only one.
You glad to be back, Ivan?
Yes, there is no place like it, is there?
No place like it. Uh-huh. The Taurus must have landed. Falling out of orbit. All right, stand by for deceleration rockets.
Slowly, gracefully, the streak drops toward her home. Earth rushes closer, takes shape and form. Buildings, trees, the great concrete slabs of the space terminal hurtling toward them. Thunder of jets, a great pressing upwards. Then silence. It is journey's end.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, please, if you don't mind, we would like to have a rest. Excuse me, please.
Oh, Rocky. Sit down, put your feet up.
Oh,
Hey, they'll let you go at last. Quite a reception, huh?
yeah, quite a reception. Oh, they meant well, Mitch. But I sometimes wish they'd save all that fuss for later.
Oh, they just don't realize how much strain there can be. Making a rocket landing to satisfy Earth regulations.
Yeah, that on top of all the other strains you go through.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rocky, the kids okay?
Yeah, their parents were so glad to see them. I don't think there'll even be a word said, you know.
Oh, but what about the way they made off with the Taurus, Rocky? You know, the inquiry.
Well, as a matter of fact, I managed to have a word with the president of the Interstellar Travel about that. I don't think there'll be much of a fuss. After all, they did locate the Pegasus after all these years and bring her log back with them.
Yeah, that was quite something.
Still, of course, there'll have to be an inquiry. They'll have to face up to an official censure. After all, they did wrong, you know.
I'll bet they've had enough adventure to last them the rest of their lives.
Yeah, I can't see him doing it again. Yeah, I feel a bit the same way myself. But the time barrier thing. Wasn't it the nerve-wrackingest thing you ever met?
I thought Rocky was crazy when we turned around and faced the way we'd come.
Yeah, well, now we can relax, and, man, that's really something.
I'll take it, Mitch. Hello? Hello? Oh, yes. Yes, of course I'll wait. It's the president of the Solar Council.
What does he want?
I don't know. I'll tell you in a moment.
Yeah, but don't get us in any trouble again.
All right, relax. Hello? Hello? Oh, yes, sir, at last. That's very nice of you. Thank you, sir. Oh, yes, safe and sound. The ship? Don't worry, better than ever.
Hey, tell him I'm all right, too.
Quiet, Mitch. I'm sorry, sir. Pardon? Plutonium? Well, yes, sir, we picked up a spectrum pattern, pretty far out, though. I see. Well, yes, sir. Yes, of course, straight after an overhaul. Yes, I'll do that. Goodbye, sir.
Rocky, I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, tell us the worst.
Yeah, it was the president of the Solar Council.
Yeah, we know. So what? Did he just ring up to ask about your health?
No, Mitch. To ask about heavy plutonium. He wants to see me first thing in the morning. We have another job to do as soon as the streak's had an overhaul.
There's not much rest for the world's ace spaceman. One job over and another lies ahead. But what task is to be assigned to Rocky and his crew this time? You'll learn more when new thrills start to unfold in the first chapter of the next Rocky Starr adventure. Deadline for Disaster.